Welcome back. This is how we kill Dino. Alright, there's a few things that needs to happen or it's just not gonna happen. Here are some steps and tips and tricks about how to kill Dino. First things first, you need a suicide tank to take that big green troll over there, that circle, and pull it all the way to that pillar over there, and you have to have a dedicated person do that. That suicide tank needs to be taunting that dragon consistently, otherwise it will be teleported. Every time it comes back to life, that's right, you will die every single time when you pull that troll to that pillar. That is your job. My job as support is to buff our tanks with our abilities. And then we have another team who will take care of what we call the nukes. The nukes are very important because you have to kill those things in time with the proper So the job of support is to cast the buffs and debuffs and heal. Whenever that tank has a negative attribute, which will be seen by a blue flame on that tank. You heal your tank, when he has that, he will be dead, and so will your raid. So that is your job as a support unit. Being a support unit is pretty easy as long as you keep your tank alive. Alright, the tank's job. The tank's job, basically aggro the big dinosaur in the middle. Once you do that, you run back to get healing. And then you run back to the dino and you taunt and you use your skills war cry and you get his attention. While we, as the healers, will heal him up. So your job as a tank is to dodge the big blue balls and make the angry dinosaur even angrier. And so, DPS's job, we have other support units such as a rogue who will blast expose on to the dinosaurs as its only job. Only job is make sure exposed is on that dinosaur the entire time. And lures, we have to make sure our tank has our magic resist lure. We have to make sure that that dino also has all lures casted on and to make this a fast, effective raid. And effectively, as you see here, Dino does require a good amount of people. It's not just a walk in the park. It requires your attention, it requires a good sized raid, and just like I said in my previous videos, Dino is an open world boss, in meaning that anyone can come in at any given time, any clan can come in and take the kill from us. It's called a lock party. You have to do at least 20% of the damage in order to have the lock. And as we are preparing for this, we're making sure all the roles are secure and locked down. And I think we have that. We have a few healers and we have a tank. I think we need a suicide tank on the far corner over there, and I think we're ready to go. Until that time comes, though, I will go ahead and pause this particular part of the video, unless I have something else to interject. I do believe that when you're killing the nuke here, you got to kill it in time. If you don't kill it on time and quick enough, it will kill your entire party and you have to start the raid all over. So I think that's the only bit of information I left out. But otherwise, DPS, watch your blue fire. If you have blue fire on you as a DPS unit, you will heal Dino. That's right. If you have a blue fire on you, you are healing Dino when you are attacking him. Support doesn't have that problem because our job is to heal the tank. We're not dealing any damage to Dino. So we're kind of like immune from being teleported and having that issue. So this is what it looks like. This is our members. This is the clan. This is Arwen. However you like to say it. I've heard it said about 3 different ways, but I call it Arwen. Alright, we're going to get started here. I think we have our suicide tank. No, not suicide. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video until we actually start. So just as a recap, suicide takes that big ugly green troll down there with a circle orb around it next to that huge pillar. You will taunt it and you will bring it away from the group. That big troll has a timer on it and it will explode and killing everyone in its blast radius. Your job is to take it as close to that pillar as possible while using taunt and war cry and to die there. And then resurrect and wait for it to respawn and pull it back to the pillar on a constant. Tank's job is to avoid the blue orbs have Warcry and Taunt on it as a constant. And support's job is to make sure he's alive, of course, your tank, with debuffs and buffs, lures. And rogue support job is to make sure expose is on, and ice mages and fire mages with lures. And we also have our nuke killers, who are performing that exact job right now, who are killing our nuke right now. So we're probably getting ready to start here. So they might need another suicide tank. I might have to dual log, maybe. Anyway, so that's your quick rundown here. Again, necessary jobs. You'll see that all played out in just a jiffy. And it looks like we are here to go. All right, so tank goes in, grabs the attention, get those buffs on him. Watch and make sure, dodge. See that location right now? He's standing right there. That is the location you're going to want to be. Make sure we get some more heals on him. Let's get the recast, dodging. You don't want to get too close, otherwise you'll get in the range of teleportation. You gotta make sure he is as well not affected by the blue flame. Blue flame is a real pain. And we're going to be going casting. Make sure his HP is up. And just as he's going away, throw that down on him. And when he's coming back, just within range, throw it down. Looks like some of his effects are going off. So we're going to do that. There we go. Healing. There we go, there we go. As you can read the screens, we are teaching another member how to do suicide tank, because our clan rule is to only have one main at the event, so that way you're completely focused and not distracted by having two different phones trying to do one thing. It looks like he's getting low. Let's cast a heal. As you can see, our nuke is being taken down effectively. Now swapping over to our Dino hits. Make sure we have Bark, Energizer, and throw down a heal. Is it too late? Yeah, too late. Alright, throw down heal. Evasion. Now a lot of times we check ahead of time to see what our differences in our shield bark and our healings, and so that way if we overlap it isn't that a big deal. Like if you're 10, 15 points off, maybe about 20 or 30, that's fine. You don't need to stress out about 30 more HP versus the 15. It's only minus a 15. So I mean, just make sure you guys are close. There can't be a huge drastic difference between the two. Some raids go incredibly fast, sometimes we rage, sometimes we don't. It all really depends on where you're at with your clan. But this is how you perform Dino. Everyone has a role. As you see, the three healers right now stand right here in this position, buffing, healing, making sure the tank stays alive. We tried to have different skills for the most part, but for the, like I have rebirth and skill evasion, that's different from the rest of them. So that way he has a different buff. I heal on an average of 5,900, which is a good amount. I'm sure there's higher, but I don't have that resources currently. See how he's, oh, look, maybe he lost aggro. Did he lose aggro? Alright, either way, I think, yeah, he's lost aggro. He needs to get aggro back. Either way, this is how you are going to be killing Dino. Now, for the rest of it, I don't have much more commentary on other than performing my own duties and my own job that I have. As you can see, he has a buff on him. magic buff. He's got a kite, which is really, really useful. There we go. Throw that down as he's running into it. Maybe good timing. No fire. Let's see, he might have negative. Alright, negative, do you have negative? I'm trying to see who has a neg. So that way you can see it. Let's see, we're going to... There we go. We're almost there. Oh, looks like you might have a negative. Let's see if I can show you. Okay, see that negative right there? Negative energy. You have that and you hit Dino, you are healing Dino by doing so. So remember, if you see that, you are not to hit Dino, as it would do a disservice to your raid. And just make sure your buffs are up. Healing. I mean, your job as a support is pretty easy. Keep your tank alive. Pretty easy job. When he runs to you, just throw a healing spell on him. Make sure your bunny's going. Dino's aggroed by somebody else right now, and we're trying to figure out who it is. So he's not taking very much damage at all, our tank. So there's that. But this is how you kill Dino. Doesn't need much healing, but... Oh, there he goes. He's got his aggro back. Make sure your tank stays completely healed. I'm doing less health. Oh. Usually I do a lot of swapping, but it's not necessary right now. Usually we like to announce when we get teleported. Well, this is a pretty easy peasy dino raid here. Really easy. Wanted to capture this ahead of time, as it is one of our least favorite things to do as far as video capture goes. And as we see, Dino is dead, jobs were performed great, and we have victory over the Dino. Yes! Screenshot. Alright, that's how we kill Dino. Very easy job to do, as long as all your rolls are filled. As you can see, it was a walk in the park. Alright, thanks for watching. You guys have a good one.